Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome to the channel if you're new. And welcome to this new video and update on NOTCOIN. All right, there's enough to talk about. NOTCOIN itself has been relatively stable, as expected, right? I mean, we already talked about this in the last video as well. What's happening right now is that obviously we had a big fundamental move. We had a big news created move. When Pavel Durov was arrested, and that was, well, that's still the case. That was on Saturday evening. And that's still going on right now. So I don't expect any major moves until we actually get some news. But what you do need to be is you need to be prepared for that news. All right. And you need to be prepared for what's possible before that as well. So that's what we'll talk about. We'll do a full update. There's some interesting things I'll show you. Personally, I am mostly looking to buy NOTCOIN. All right. So that's also a little bit of my bias, I guess you could say. But at this moment, we are still bearish, all right? We're at a solid support level right here between 850 and 900, or 0.9 and 0.85 cents. We're still there, and that's holding up relatively well, and I don't necessarily see us breaking down below that. It's a very strong level, as you can see, historically as well. Although, you know, we might drop down to like 0.75 cents. That's a strong psychological level as well. I would say that's the same support level. So do I think with the fundamentals and the market right now, which is, you know, not the greatest, do I think this level right here will hold? Yes. But that level holding doesn't really mean anything, all right? Because you won't really be able to make that much money. All right, so at this point, like I said, NOTCOIN is still bearish. The last breakout we had was a bearish breakout right here. We also retested that, and there's also no form of momentum here. As you can see, the open interest is relatively low, and there's also no real development in that. However, if we look at the open interest 4 days ago, so on Saturday, I think this is very interesting. All right, and the thing is that, I mean, fundamentally, when we talk about the news, the obvious news of Pavel Durov being freed or something, or being released, that would be the main bullish catalyst you actually want to buy, right? So if that happens, we will pump. We will 100% pump. And what you have, like that's great, all right? So that's a great idea, all right? If you think he's going to be released, you can already buy prematurely right now, and you can make some money. But what's even greater for NOTCOIN, and what makes NOTCOIN very interesting to me, is that, and then we have to get back to the open interest, is that a ton of short orders have been opened after his arrest, like a huge amount, all right? The open interest right here went up by 50%, while the CVD, during all those times a lot of positions were opened, was negative. So a lot of short positions have been opened. So what that means, oh, there's a lot of alerts going on right now, excuse me. So what that means is that there's a ton of liquidation to the supply side, right? So above the price. And that's also what you can see if you go to the weekly right here for NOTCOIN. Right here, like basically all the way up to 1 cent, there's a ton of liquidity. And that's interesting, right? Because that means that the news and the move after the news can be accelerated. So for me, at this point of time, while there's no news, I think we'll just lay low right here, maybe drop down a bit lower towards 0.8 or 0.75 cents. But I am quite confident that he will be released relatively soon. And then we can actually get a big pump, break above 0.9 cents here, short squeeze all the way up to at least 1.05 cents here, and potentially even higher. And I think there's the best opportunity. And I am even considering buying NOTCOIN prematurely based on my expectation of what's going to happen. But those are my thoughts. That's what I think you need to know for now. If you do have any questions, of course, let me know down in the comments. The same you can apply to TONCOIN, by the way. I think they have relatively similar market structures, but that's up to you. For now, thank you for watching. Take care and bye.